Tonight, the world boxing community comes together for the Scrapple in the Apple. It's TV tabloids Macho Man, Geraldo, I'll do anything for publicity Rivera, versus singer, actor, and waiter, Frank, you wish it was my brother Stallone. And tonight, on our undercard, what else? Half-nude beauties, professional lesbian wrestling, and professional topless chicken fighting. Are you ready?
Good evening and welcome to what promises to be an amazing night. With us tonight, I am so honored. I call him Mr. LaMotta. He's former heavyweight champion, Jake LaMotta, ladies and gentlemen.
The Raging Bull!
The Raging Bull. Come on. Come on. I'll kick your ass. Come on. Let's go. I'll kick your ass. Is it true that when you trained for fights, you would make love to your wife, but not go all the way, then put ice down your pants and get in there and then be so on fire that... Is that true, Raging Bull?
Yeah.
Is that true?
Yeah. All right,
yes.
all right.
Yeah. Is it true that one time you fell on hard luck and you took the diamonds out of your championship belt and sold them?
You did your homework.
Thank you.
All right.
All right, I know
All of
everything.
that is true.
Absolutely. But now it's time for predictions. That's why we have you here tonight, Mr. LaMotta. We're talking about Geraldo Rivera versus Frank Stallone. Let's take a look at the tail of the tape, and that'll help us with your analysis.
All right.
Geraldo Rivera is 5 feet 10 inches tall, Jake, and Frank Stallone is 6 feet tall. Geraldo weighs in at 160 pounds, and Stallone 181. Rivera's reach, 72 inches, Stallone 75 inches. Rivera's biceps are 15 inches, and Stallone 16 inches. Rivera has no tan. Stallone does have a tan. What about the tanning factor? Stallone has trained in Los Angeles and said it was important for him to look good. Psychologically, when you fought, was it important to you to look good or you didn't care?
Well, I was colorblind.
Now, what about facial hair? Geraldo's got the big fuzzy mustache. Does that get in his way?
help?
It's pickle when they're in clench.
I see.
Get them off. Yeah.
Now, Geraldo's religion is not clear. Of course, Stallone is Catholic. Now, let's talk about women. Jake, would you say that a man who would have sex with Bette Midler is pretty angry and probably has the advantage over the guy who had sex with Sally Kirkland? And Jake, more importantly, would you have sex with Bette Midler if you had the opportunity?
I have to be pretty desperate.
Right. Both men have huge egos. Let's take a look. And that's pretty much it, Robin. That's the tail of the tape.
That's the tail of the tape.
Mr. LaMotta, let's get the prediction right now. Who are you going with?
Mr. Please, Jake or Champ?
Jake, Champ. Jake, Champ.
Jake Champ.
I'll call you Jake and Champ.
Or Champ.
All right, Jake, what do you say, Champ? Champ, what does Jake say, really? What do you really feel about this fight? Predict a winner right now.
It's very, very hard. According to the statistics, I have to give Stallone the edge.
Stallone it is. All right, I say Stallone as well. Now, let's take a look at our next matchup. This is our undercard. We have the lesbian fight. We have Tammy versus Amy. Let's take a look at the measurements. 36-28-36 for Tammy. Amy, 34-22-34. For those of you who don't know it, Tammy's a little more experienced in lesbianism. She has been a lesbian for most of her adult life. Amy is new to lesbianism.
Is that true?
Yes, this is absolutely true, Mr. LaMotta.
How do you get
Look, you better listen because you're going to have to pick a winner.
You're going to have to pick a winner in a minute. Now, both of them measure a C cup. I would say that's pretty important.
That's even, right?
That's even, and if one had smaller breasts, that might be an advantage. Is that true?
Maybe.
All right, length of tongue. Tammy's is 4 inches, and Amy is 3.5. Unusual birthmarks, none on both. As far as menstrual cycle goes, May 28th, May 22nd. So we're looking at both women could be having their period. How much does that affect? How much does that affect a fight, Mr. LaMotta?
I really don't know.
It never came up in any of your fights.
Now, here's the most important statistic of all, Mr. LaMotta. Tammy is butch, Amy is femme. You got to go with the butch every time. Is that true?
Is it true?
I think so.
All right, if you say so. I think you have more experience in that.
Now, let me just explain something to you. This, of course, is the favorite over here as far as I'm concerned because she's a veteran lesbian. She's been a lesbian for how long? How long have you been a lesbian?
8 years.
8 years, and how long have you been one?
4 years.
All right, now let's make sure you understand something.
Are they saying the truth?
Yes.
Yeah.
Let me say this. I think the one deciding factor is this beautiful woman, Tammy, is butch. She is the more aggressive woman in the match, and let's just say that Amy is more femme. Now, I would have to always put the money on the butch one. What would you say? Is butch more aggressive?
I think I would have to go with this one.
This is Tammy. All right, so Jake LaMotta picking Stallone and Tammy. Those are the two.
Las Vegas has Jimmy the Greek. Here at the Howard Stern Show, we have Al the Jew.
I'm making Stallone the favorite by a line of 6.5, 7.5.
look at our spokesmodel, Phyllis. Yes, Phyllis. Phyllis, how do you say your last name?
Acevedo.
Acevedo, Acevedo, Acevedo. Sí, sí, muy bien. Mis sabios de pesca en la cocina for my Spanish friends out there. You Spanish?
Yes, I am.
And you are a natural redhead?
No, I'm not.
Oh, you're not? Well, let me
No.
tell you something. Red hair makes me horny. Hell, bald men make me horny. Doesn't matter what you are. Now, you're holding the Snapple Ice Tea. I don't want to see the camera on me. Keep it on Phyllis, for God's sakes, all right? Fellas, I'm telling you, this is a 10 Kleenex show. Snapple Ice Tea tastes so good. You got to model it. Sell it, Phyllis. Sell it like you've never sold. No, that's it. You know, do this, do that, do this. All right. Snapple Ice Tea tastes so good because it's 100% real brewed. Most iced teas are made with extract, not Snapple, though. Snapple Iced Tea is steeped the old-fashioned way. No extracts, no concentrates. You ever taste Snapple?
Yes, I have.
You want to open that up? Do you like Snapple?
Sure, yes.
Go ahead, take a shot on that. That's it. Open it up, pour it in a glass. Snapple Iced Tea. Flavors include original with lemon, diet, with 100% NutraSweet, raspberry, orange, cranberry, and mint iced tea. It's so tangy. How is that? Tangy?
Very good.
Isn't that great? All right.
Yes, it is.
Get Snapple made from the best. Get Snapple made from the best stuff on earth. You are so talented.
Tonight, it's Geraldo Rivera versus Frank Stallone. What are your expectations, Howard?
Robin, my expectations are to bang the lesbian sometime tonight. Yes, look at that. Yum, yum, eat 'em up. Yeah, I love that, I'll tell you that. Hey, in just a few moments, the first undercard bout will begin. What a night. This is so exciting. But first, let's take a look at the venue.
Geraldo is going to beat Frank. Geraldo has a lot of experience in journalism. Frank, in music, he's a great guy. I like Frank.
Tonight's fight is brought to you by promoter Dan King.
I've heard of Don King, but Dan King?
Yes, Robin, Dan King. This is Don King's brother. Good evening, Dan.
Only in America can a man with a face like mine rise up out of the ghetto and make such a good living on boxing.
All right. Very good, Dan. You look beautiful. Thank you, Dan King. Now our exhibition match is about to begin. I'm so excited, Robin.
Howard, this is sumo chicken fighting.
Yeah.
The object, you remember, is to rip the top of your opponent's bikini.
Here we go, Robin. It's the start of the match now. Let's take a quick look here around the ring and notice that Jackie and Tempest is now going to be getting on Jackie's shoulders.
Yes.
And Al will be putting Tanya. Tanya is now getting up. Let's get up there, see what goes on now.
Oh, boy.
Now remember, the object of the game is to rip the other girl's top off. This is going to be tough.
Now, they're about to get started. This is sumo chicken wrestling.
There they go. Al looks like he's going to have a heart attack. Now remember, this is one round. Until the tops come off, the round goes.
Well, what are the girls doing? It seems like the guys are really getting into
The
it.
guys are getting into it, but they should really just be holding the girls. That's actually a technical foul.
Is it?
Yeah, Jackie and Al should not be going after each other like
They
that.
are basically there to support the girls.
Hold it, Robin. Tempest has done it. Yes, yes. Yes, Tempest has won, Robin. Wow.
Unfortunately, in winning, she also lost her top.
Yes, he did, but Tempest is the technical winner. Let's see an instant replay as Tempest rips off the top.
Of
and then
Tanya.
Yes.
Who, by the way, is a mother of 3, if you didn't know.
Is that right?
Yes.
That's hard to believe. Our children just called in. They're very embarrassed. You know what kills me, Robin? Take a look at, if you can see that in the replay, look at Dan King. What an opportunist.